Morning of day 9, I think. 8, 9. Day 9, there we go. Morning of day 9. And we got rain here today. I was looking at the satellite, and it appears as though the storm has broken up a bit where a good chunk of it went north of here. So I don't think the rain's going to be that big of a deal today, but I'm not going near the Narrows today just because the clouds, you know, they'll kill any reflected light shot back in there, but also I just don't want to be back there if there's any rain. The river can rise quite high if we do get some thunderstorms, as they have predicted today. I think today will be a good day for the panoramic camera, just because it's fast to set up and pretty lightweight to carry. So I imagine I'm going to do most of my shooting with that one, but possibly the 4x5. Depending on what I see today, what I scout out today, and what I find today, I might shoot here again tomorrow, maybe with a different camera or with a different approach for where to be and when. But I think I've done the majority of my shooting on this trip, and now it's just going to be kind of relax, have fun, and see what else I kind of find and see what I can scout for the next time I'm out here. This maple grove is absolutely amazing. Peak color. Very, very calm morning here. There's a very slight breeze and a very light rain falling. This is about the coolest place I've been here in Zion. Don't get me wrong, the Narrows are beautiful, Subway's beautiful, but there's something about the serenity of this little grove of maples. It makes it almost unreal. Just keeps going and going. Right now on the other side of the valley there's a bunch of photographers all lined up shooting across the way here at this maple grove. And I think one of the ironic things right now is that I'm actually fully camouflaged at the moment. For me, one of the most difficult things with landscape photography is trying to find a simple, clean, uncluttered composition within the chaos of nature. And this maple grove is a really great example of that. There's just amazing beauty all around me, different shades of color in the leaves, amazing fallen leaves on the ground, twisted, just crazy looking tree trunks, but it takes a while just to, you know, look at the scene and try to find some simplicity here. Especially when you're looking at it in 3 dimensions, when everything looks amazing. I find myself closing one eye at times to view it in 2 dimensions, and it gives me a better feel for how it would look as a photograph. I'm gonna be here for a while, that's for sure. Just after that last video, about 50 yards behind me, a rock that was a couple feet across fell down from the top. It made a very strange sound. I can't even describe how it sounded, but on impact it definitely shattered. That's a little scary. The place is crumbling. I found a composition here which I think is going to be good. I have one little struggle with this composition though, because visually level is not the same as actually level. When I leveled out the camera, the trees look like they're leaning heavily. Part of that's because I'm angling down slope a little bit. I'm getting a little perspective distortion. But also the trees really are leaning. So I'm breaking the rules a bit here, and I actually have the camera very unlevel visually to try to make the final photo look more visually level. And I was actually about to take the shot, but then the rain really started picking up here. And when the rain picks up, so does the wind. And I want to have a very The leaves are really falling here. I want to have a very clear, crisp photo. If it keeps up like this, I'm not going to have any leaves left for my photo. I'll have to wait for the next break in the wind here in the rain in order to take my shot. The longer I sit here, the more it rains. I took one exposure so far on the 6x17, and it might be a pretty good one, but I'm going to wait around until we get a little better conditions. Whatever that's going to be. Though I gotta say, of all the places to be here in Zion right now, I think this is one of the absolute best. It's just beautiful out here. Bet a lot of people are bummed right now to be at Zion and it's raining, trapped in their tent or driving around aimlessly. Up here on this slope in this maple grove, best place in the park. This place is great. There's been a little bit of a break in the weather, so after getting some lunch I decided to head out here to the east side of the park. This place is really amazing. You can park in many different areas and get access to all these roaming hills of sandstone. Little trees here have character, the little pine trees. They grow in all kinds of weird twisted shapes because of the wind, and they're just growing out of the rock. I learn something every time I come here. This time, I gotta say it was a pretty important lesson. See all that black crap behind me there? If there's been any rain, don't walk on that. It's bad news. That is as slippery as ice. It's horrendous. I have a brand new pair of boots on, and I did not stand a chance on there. Yeah, it was pretty bad.